Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syafira Widiyanti with student number 123200057. I'm from class H, and today I will present about network subnetting and IoT or Internet of Things. This is the first one, the subnetting network. I already made 4 networks here. First is canteen network, workspace network, lobby network, server network. And each network has different hosts. Canteen has 64 hosts, workspace has 16 hosts, lobby and server room has 32 hosts. And from the host amount, we can define the subnet mask. And the canteen has the subnet mask for canteen is 25, workspace 27, lobby 26, and server room 26. We use subnetting model via LSM, so we arrange the network from the most host amount. So the arrangement are canteen, lobby, server room, and workspace. And this is the IP address from the router 192.168.0.0. From this IP and the subnet mask from each network, we can define the network address, broadcast address, and also the IP range. I already write down the IP range for each network, 0.1 until 0.126 for canteen network. The second one is lobby, 0.1 to 9 until 0.190 for lobby network, 0.193 until 0.254 for server room, and the last is 1.1 until 1.30 for workspace. And here, I'm sorry, in config, in default gateway for each, we input the IP from the IP range. 0.1 is the first IP in IP range, so we make it as default gateway. And the IP for smartphone 0, the name of the device is smartphone 0, is 0.2. Okay. And let's take a look for laptop 1 in workspace network. The default gateway is 1.1. It's the same. That's the first IP in IP range here. And the IP for laptop 1 is 1.3. Okay. And let's take a look at the router. I want to tell you, I use wireless and wired devices here. And for wireless device, we can use access point to connect the end device or the wireless device into the router. And we can use switch to connect wire device into the router. And the setting for IP for input the IP in router is a little different for access point and switch. If you use switch, we just have to input the IP here. You input the default gateway from each end device into the IP in the router. Don't forget to each fast Ethernet. Fast Ethernet 1 for workspace, fast Ethernet 2 for canteen, 3 for lobby, and 4 for server room. Don't input it wrong because it will fail later. Fast Ethernet 1 for workspace, so I put the IP here 1.1, which is the default gateway for end device in workspace network. And don't forget the subnet mask 224 here because we use /27. And for fast Ethernet 2, we use 0.1, which is the default gateway in end devices and in Content Network, and the subnet mask is 1 to 8 because we use last 25. For the fast Ethernet 3, we use .1 to 0.129, and the subnet mask is 192. Also, this is the last fast Ethernet 4 for server room. We use 0.193, and the subnet mask is the same like the third one, 192. That's for router. And I want to ping. Let's ping the smartphone 0, I mean. Let's do ping from smartphone 0 into laptop 1. So ping, then write down the IP in laptop 1 at 1.3. Here we got reply from laptop 1. Here we got reply from laptop 1. It means that it already is successful. They are already connected. Other way to test each device, to test the connection. I mean, if it is successful or failed, we can use the envelope here. I mean, at simple PDU. The first, I put the device that send is smartphone 0, and device that receive is laptop 1. Here we can see the status successful. Next, the other device, I want to send it from PC 1, and it will arrive at PC 4. It's in progress. This is the status. It failed, but you can send it one more time and see the status again. Well, actually, you cannot see it, but it's actually successful. Let me just let it, and we can try again from laptop 1 to PC 3. It's successful. And yeah, that's it for the subnetting network. Let's move on to the next, which is IoT or Internet of Things. This is the devices that I use in IoT. There are fire sprinkle, smoke detector here, light, window, motion detector, and smartphone to control the device, the wireless device. And let's take a look at the condition. This is the condition. Wait a minute. Here, if motion detector on is true, then set window on to true and set lamp status to on. The second condition is if motion detector on is false, then set window on to false and set lamp status to off. The third condition is if smoke detector level less than 0.5, then set fire sprinkle status to false. The last condition is if smoke detector level more than or equal to 0.5, then set the fire sprinkle status to true. Here. If you want to prove the condition, especially for the smoke detector, you can press Alt in the keyboard and just tap the old car here. they will produce smoke, and you can see if the level of the smoke detector reach 0.5, more than 0.5, the fire sprinkler will turn on, and it will produce water. It's actually not produce, but it will sprinkle the water. And if we turn the smoke from the car off, the fire sprinkler will turn off. If we press Alt and move our cursor into the motion detector until the lamp in motion detector turn into red, the window and the lamp will open and the lamp or the light will turn on. And if the motion detector is off, the window will close and the light will turn off. I think that's it from the IoT or Internet of Things. I'm sorry for all the mistakes that I've made, especially for the pronunciation or the vocab. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.